Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Anti-Social Planet, and today we are checking out chapters 18 and 19 of Tower of God Season 2. So we've had a lot of things happening, and I'm kind of exhausted just from reading it, because we've had intense fight scenes between Love and Bomb. We've had Yoon getting possessed by something, used as a host because of a coffee drink. We've had Prince chased through the halls by this possessed Yoon entity with flames everywhere. We had Rap Devil rising from the dead, possibly also being used as a host, may have never been dead to begin with. I don't know. We ended there. And yeah, looking worried, which I'm not gonna forget about because I feel like that's important for something. I feel like they know something or they're worried about something, and we've yet to figure it out or find out. So lots going on, and we're only less than 20 chapters in. I feel like this season's gonna be a lot for me. You warned me. I read the comments. I saw the warnings. I should have been more prepared, and yet here we are, with me just trying to not have my entire body like curl in on itself from the tension. So we need to find out what happens with this whole Rap Devil thing, because it has escalated from just a murder mystery kind of deal to whatever the heck is going on with these whole host things and all of that. Let's get into chapter 18 and hopefully get some answers. Maybe. You honestly could go either way. Chapter 18. What the heck is going on? That is what I would like to know. If I was Prince, I would be freaking out. I'm like one of those people, I don't mess with weird spiritual stuff. Like Ouija boards, never been near one, okay? Regardless of what I may or may not believe about the afterlife and spirits and all of that, why poke the bear, you know? That's my motto. So I would be freaking out if someone just like a body just stood up and started talking to me. I would not process this well. True. See, that's what I was saying before, where I was like, does it count? Like Yoon has left the room. So does that mean they fail? But she didn't voluntarily. We also had Rap Devil would have technically not been there anymore if he was dead. That's a good point. That was not my connection. I was just suspicious of what exactly happened because it happened off screen. I don't believe anything else I see it. Especially if like the only person giving me details is Lurker. Anyone who is called Lurker, I don't trust them. But especially since we've seen some of what Lurker is like. It's a good point though. If your teammate is dead, does it count as them still being in the room? The betrayal though. Yeah, I definitely believe that he would have planned it. Sneaky. This is what I get for not making notes about the rules. Would it have popped out to me? I have no idea. But I would have liked to believe that I would have been smart enough to figure that out. No, not Nya too. No, my heart. They're so sweet. Is it a contract of some kind? Oh, I'm a little bit heartbroken. I felt like there was something. I was like, I don't think Nya's gonna be part of the final team. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to know now. I remember there was a Bruce from when it had like the rankings. Are they using the evil auntie to help him out now? Ah, is that her person that was left in the room? Or are we disguised? That could also be true. We're not seeing eyes, so I'm kind of like, is it Goseng? Or is it just her betraying him? Could never know. I don't know anymore. I trust nothing. Everyone is full of lies. You got another room though, so there's that. Oh, I feel so many things now because I'm like, Wangnan's partner is Nya left alone. What happened? Did they like teleport them to the other room for Teddy Bear to deal with? I mean, that won't be that hard. Yin has been going through some things. It's open. Does that mean the bomb automatically fails though? Because she left. This is the thing that I need clarity on. Because he's gonna be, I don't know if upset is the right word. He seemed a little bit monotone when it comes to feelings, but I don't think he will take kindly to someone interfering in a way that would possibly cost him being able to go up the tower. Oh, this girl, little heart. I understand. That's me too. But now I have to be suspicious. It was like the one person I wanted to trust. Oh, I don't want to feel the heartbreak. I feel heartbroken. I can only imagine what's gonna happen with Wangnan. Especially since it's Lurker too, because of like the history between Lurker and Wangnan, to know that this is what's happening. Just look. I feel like if there was ever a need for Totoro cuddles, it would be now. Totoro has never done me wrong, and I need the comfort. You know, like how you have to keep reading because you need to know what happens, but you're also not ready to know what happens. That's where I'm at right now. There has to be like a contract or something, because Nya does not have like a evil look about them now, so I'm assuming Lurker has been doing something to get them on his side. Like how, like, Wangnun is like immediately like, are you okay? What happened? What did he do to you? Oh, I was not ready. I feel a little bit like I might cry, which is ridiculous. I knew there was something with Nya, but I was like, it's probably fine. It's probably not this. They did say that. My gosh. I know that the series is good at foreshadowing, but they're coming with a lot of it. Between the like Prince not failing the test and the we know what you eat and drink, everything's a lie, and I trust no one. I feel betrayed. They did get the coupon. It was all an elaborate plan, especially since it was like Lurker going there with the plan of putting an even more in-depth contract, right? Like making Wangnun pretty much bet everything on one more try of the test, and then to put in place pieces to like sabotage that so that he would lose and then have to fulfill the contract is like the most slimy businessman thing, and yet entirely what in character from what I know about Lurker. Like I was coaxed into being distracted by other things and the cuteness of Nya that I forgot what kind of businessman Lurker is. I'm with you, Wangnun. I'm also trying to be in denial, but at the same time, all the pieces are there. Oh, see, I'm like, I know there's a reason, but I'm still upset that this is how it's going, because I feel like there's no way of winning this. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, something bad's gonna happen. I'm just waiting for it. There's no way that this is a motivation for the test without something bad happening in this backstory. She is old lady Lurker. Manners. Especially like in South Korean culture. Respect to the elders. Okay? I'm feeling that, and like North America's not that great about that. See, but I understand. I understand, sweetie pie, but that doesn't mean what you're doing is okay. Who else? You're gonna leave that one? Oh, we're gonna be becoming someone else. Gotcha. But we don't want to leave. I get that. It can be difficult sometimes when like you feel the draw to pursue something, but you also have all of these ties to where you already are. And sometimes it's kind of self-enforced, where you're coming up with excuses for why you can't do something. And then other times it's because like you legitimately have ties, especially when you settle somewhere. You have ties to the people, you have ties to the place, you have like a routine. It's so nice to stay where you are as opposed to like risking pursuing whatever this thing is that you feel drawn to. Still though, oh my god, if you I already said that I felt like crying. Don't you dare push me over the edge. I do not have tissues nearby. I was not prepared for this to be how things went. I just want to hug them, even though they did a bad thing, because they feel bad about it. And I feel like that's a huge part of asking forgiveness, is you have to legitimately feel bad for doing something that hurt someone else. The repeated sorry too. My heart hurts. Hang on, I just need a minute. I know we're like in the middle of some emotional apology thing, but if I keep reading, I'm gonna cry. Need a brief moment. It's fine. We're fine. It's fictional. I'll be fine. The repeated sorry gets me because it's like you don't know what to do to make it better. You just hope that like if you keep apologizing, it'll fix it or like undo it. Oh, I love how Wangnun's like chilled out as like a contrast to like the extreme emotions that Nya is going through, that he's just like become very calm and reassuring. Can you take the test again though? You'll literally be just a skeleton. Maybe that's just reassuring. He's just saying things to try and calm everyone down. I'm like legitimately gonna cry. Hold on. I need tissues. Just give me a second. It was him calling him a good boy that got me. It's fine, okay? I'm not crying over fictional characters getting me in my feelings. I'm an adult. I'm gonna move on. Because if I keep looking at this pail, I'm gonna keep crying. Lurker coming in to ruin the moment. No, don't you betray him too. After everything that's happened. Lurker, look, I didn't expect you to be a good person, but people have to trust you in business, so I just want you to have good things. I hate that it's like completely taking away any kind of upside to what he did. It's like you've done it for nothing. You've thrown away friendships and the idea of being able to go up the tower and having people help you and trust in you for absolutely nothing. I'm gonna need somebody to beat up Lurker really bad. I feel like Wangnan will help with that. Ockraptor will definitely help with that. He's gonna try and pretend like he's not in his feelings, but we know that he's a softie. Teddy Bear can help with that. We know he doesn't like when people cry. And I kind of want Bomb to be part of it. I don't know if he will, but if he could, it'd be very satisfying. Because I know that Bomb would be able to just throw around Lurker like a rag doll, and I kind of want to see that now. I've redirected my rage. No! Do not hurt the darling. I swear, I will find a way to come into this comic and hurt you myself. Oh, and like Wangnan just like being on the other end of this call, y'all had better be like running for it. I hope that like we're like focused in on Wangnan and it like zooms out and like Ockraptor's just like gone. Like he's already on it. Like I need someone to already be like in action protect mode. And I really need Wangnan not to be desperate enough to give up something in return, okay? This is not our time to make a deal, but also somebody go and help the darling. Oh, just like the sounds though. I feel like this is a way of like a good way of representing like how the other characters feel, because we don't get to see it, right? Like we don't get to like fully experience what's happening either. So we're like part of that confusion and like worry and stuff. And I don't like it. I would like everything to work out for the better. I know that's probably not gonna happen because the tower, but I'm allowed to dream and to live in my little bubble. Is Teddy Bear on the call too? Oh, Misang. I have so many feelings. No! I have so many emotions. And I feel like I'm gonna go with rage because I've already cried. And I will stick with rage, and I hope that Lurker really gets what's coming to him. Does that mean that Wangnan... Wait. We've done this before where partners have died. Does Wangnan fail then? Has he failed? Has he not? I would like confirmation of that. Yes, I am holding on to that single thread of hope that Nya's okay. I want to be in denial about that one, and I know they're gonna end the chapter. I feel a little bit of mixed feelings hearting this chapter. I do it to support, not because I feel good after that. I'm a little bit in shock. I feel like my brain has stopped processing. I'm just gonna take a minute. I'm gonna need like a cookie after I'm done this stream. What even is happening? Honestly though, what is going on? I guess I have, Lurker, Rap Devil, the two shifty characters, Yin, Prince, and then I guess whoever the other one was that we saw in the room. 7. And does Yoon count though? I guess if they just like took her USB piece, they don't have to actually be on the team necessarily. I hope someone hurts him a lot. That's where I'm at. And I feel like Wangnan might be one of those scary people when angry, you know? Like he's all approachable and wants to make friends and kind of avoids confrontation until he decides not to. And then I feel like he might be a bit scary. Because that's me. I'm a pretty nice person, I like to believe. I avoid confrontation at all costs. My friends have nicknamed me Switzerland because I'm always neutral in like all fights between friends, and I try to figure out how to resolve everything in the best way. But when I get angry, everyone is scared of me because they don't know what to do. And I feel like Wangnan might be like that, and I'm kind of rooting for it. Are we gonna throw our chips in with Bomb? I mean, it could work. If he wins, then it doesn't matter if they have enough teammates, right? But also, I really want us to tell Bomb what happened, and for him to just, like, go after them a little bit. Oof, we know that he's willing to give up everything to do something that he sets his mind to. Deal with the devil, in terms of putting your chips in with Bomb. Prey. Oof, who are we saying is the prey in this one, though? This has been so intense. We haven't even gone back to the fight with Bomb and Love, and I'm just clicking in my brain now. Because they're talking about, like, team, like, I guess putting their bet in with Violet to either join their team or to beat Love and have that be how the test concludes. And I just, like, clicked in my brain, like, oh yeah, we left that fight. And I was too busy being upset to even realize it until now. I never thought I would be rooting for Prince, but here we are. Lesser of two evils, I guess. Prince is just entitled. He's not like, let's kill children. You know? Kind of an easy choice with that one. Like the moody lighting of this too. The darker ones, we're gonna be able to see the Shinsu. Oof, that was a little anticlimactic. I do legitimately hope that Prince is stronger though, and works this out. It's true. It's one thing to punch with as much force as you have for like a single blow, and it's another one to like actually have combat training. Which I feel like Rap Double might one up in this case. Okay, a little intense there, but alright. You cannot give up yet. We're not giving up the test. Ooh, that's true. Wait, that is technically with the rules. If Arkraptor is in a room, then Teddy Bear can leave. They just have to give up the room that they were in. Oof. You don't need to be that philosophical though, Teddy Bear. Of people eventually look for the devil when they're turned away by their god. Dang. I am in a very emotional space. I don't need you, talking theology with me. I did say deal with the devil though, so I feel like we're on a similar wavelength. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to really... I don't see, because I feel like Bomb might help if they're like, weird stuff's going on with the test, and if you actually want to pass, we need to do something. Now, there might be a way to convince him. I don't know if empathy is the way to go. It was once upon a time, but I don't know if it is now. Good way of putting us back into the moment. Ooh, excellent balance there. Wow. Or just so there's like the composition of these panels just hit me. Like the words, but also the motion blur with the other color, and then balance with like the motion of his hair in the other direction, with the eye centered and focused, not with the motion blur that the rest of the panel has. Seems like a little bit of a flex, but I'm here for it. If you can draw it, go for it. Yeah, he does that. He just kind of copies things. He's a very fast learner. You see, skills are still unrefined. That's what I said. I feel like he's good at copying on the fly, but it's not the same as having like years and years to perfect something. He might have like the raw strength and the basics of a technique, but he certainly hasn't been able to like really refine it into something where he fully understands it and has control over it. Good way of getting us back to where we were, present tense. If he uses his powers for good. I feel like that is a ambiguity that we have now. I don't really know what he's going to use his powers for. I don't think he knows. We saw that when he was talking about, I mean, I'm assuming it's Rachel. It's definitely Rachel. About meeting up with them again and saying like, I don't know if it's going to be for revenge. I won't know how I'm going to feel until I see her, and then we'll decide. Ooh, look at Love Sand and looks forward to seeing what it'll achieve. Agreed. That seems to be like a ton of the rankers we've seen so far where Bomb does something and they're like, that's terrifying, but also the potential, and I would like to see how this plays out. It's like all of them. They're like, this could work out horrifically, or this could be amazing. I'm not sure, but I'm willing to see what's gonna go on. Ooh, sorry, I got distracted by like the ring here of like the impact. It's a nice touch. Ooh, nice little like moment of transitioning from like the powerful like block to just like letting go and walking past. Yeah, Love did that thing where he's like, I'm not gonna let my personal feelings get in the way, and now he's intrigued, which happens. I wonder if he gave him the USB because Bomb has the closed fist. No, it was still up in the air. Never mind then. Ah, I like that flip of Bomb was using Love's attacks and strategies on him, and then Love flips it and does the same thing that Bomb did to him. I was like, this might be the moment, because we're gonna have Wang Nun show up and be like, this is what's going down, and Bomb's gonna have to like take the opportunity of helping them, because that's gonna be the only way for him to pass. I'm kind of excited about this because we know Bomb is scary. We've just gone through a whole thing of a ranker calling him a monster again, and I'm excited because I need somebody to avenge my sweetie pie Nya for me. So I'm a little bit looking forward to it. I got some giddy adrenaline, not gonna lie, because I think Bomb will wipe the floor with them quite efficiently. I'm just thinking about Yin's weird powers though. I feel like he would still win against her, but I don't think it'll be super easy because there'll be like fire everywhere and smoke. Just feel like there still might be some issues there. Yes, use your powers for good. I know we've gone through some things, but we need to be a better person. Oh, quite an entrance. He is good at the yelling. This is your moment, Bomb. I don't know if we need to throw a Pokeball into all of this. They already stopped Wang Nun. Just immediately attack slow. They were just chatting. I know we don't have time to really assess the situation, but slight overkill. Chili powder. Ooh, good move though. Wow, that was unexpected from Wang Nun. Again, usually his strategy is yelling and running away, but that was good. Good use of surprise, then the second surprise with the like Shinsu bomb thing, and then being able to reel in the USB. I'm oddly impressed. It's a good bargaining chip though, to get Bomb to help you. Is Bomb the most evil person in the tower? I don't know about that one. Maybe the scariest. Evil and scary are not always the same. Wow, the brushwork on this panel though. I feel like it's good though, because we're trying to see an emotion of him like pleading for this, and having the extra brushwork adds more realism to it, and the more real someone feels, the more you kind of get to read that emotion, you get to read the nuances. Like, he has kind of a straight look on his face, but you can see the brushwork around kind of the inner corners of his eyes, which kind of pulls kind of your eye inwards. And it's the same way as like when someone like pulls their eyebrows together and you can kind of tell that they're worried. So just having those extra pieces, I mean, even like the extra light in his eyes. I've talked before about how extra light is usually more like moisture with someone's eyes, and that usually means that, you know, crying and stuff like that, tears, because you're getting that build up. We even have some of them like overlapping with the outer lines of his eyes, which definitely seems reminiscent of tears. You got this, Bomb. I have a lot of rage and I need you to do that thing where you're really scary but in a productive way. And we're gonna end there. I'm definitely exhausted after that. I was not expecting to have tears. That was not where I like went into this reaction with these chapters expecting. I was like, I feel a lot of tension and I'm on edge, and I think that there's gonna be, you know, some fighting and some betrayal and what have you, but I was not expecting all of the stuff with Nya and how I was gonna feel about it and how much it was gonna hit me when Wangnan said he was a good boy, because whew, if I think about it too much, I'm probably gonna cry again. But I also need the sweetie pie to not be dead. Just a personal request that I think needs to be accepted, especially since we've had the whole teammate is apparently dead thing, and then the other teammate not automatically failing or failing the test. Wangnan has not been pulled out of the test yet, so I have hope, and I will hold on to it with everything I have. I refuse to give up this last string of hope until further notice, until I've been proven wrong. That was a lot for me, but it looks like Bomb is gonna get involved, which I'm excited about. I have quite a bit of adrenaline regarding that, because Bomb is quite scary and also quite powerful, and I need someone to just hurt Lurker the most. I need it because that is where my feelings are right now. And I know that isn't necessarily the healthy way, but they're fictional, so I can be a little bit vindictive and not feel super bad about it. I don't even know how to put my thoughts together because I'm just full of emotions, and the betrayals get me every time when it's like involving the cinnamon roll character, and then they get betrayed or they are betraying in some way, and I can't take it. It's too much for me. So hopefully I will have more coherent thoughts between now and when I read the next chapters. But at the moment, I'm just a ball of feelings, and none of them are very good, and I'm gonna need a cookie. That's where I'm at. That's the plan. So you can click this playlist to go and see my previous reactions, or you can subscribe so miss next time I post a Tower of God reaction, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!